Welcome to an introduction to JSNA Single Maps. This online tutorial has been developed to introduce you to single maps, their value, and how they can be used. Online tutorials for area profiles and funnel plots have also been developed and can be found on the JSNA web pages. Single maps provide a simple overview of the data, showing each area's indicator values. This is useful where data does not require associating statistical analysis to be useful, such as with population figures. It is possible to access the JSNA mapping tools from the JSNA web pages. When you have decided which of the 3 themed mapping tools is of most interest to you, click on the relevant link to be taken to a list of the different maps available. In this video, we will look at the population data mapping tools. The Geotypes column tells you which geographies the maps are available for. The Reports column provides you with links to the various mapping reports that are available for each specific geotype. Choose which geotype you are interested in and click on the Single Map link. In this instance, we will look at the Ward JSNA Single Map. Please note there are 2 single map links available for each geography. We would recommend that you only use the HTML edition if you're working on an iPad or a tablet. When you click on the link, you'll be taken to a new page where the various elements of your single map will load. Click on the Fill Window link in the top right-hand corner to make sure that all of the elements in the report are visible on screen. To display indicator values in the map, click on the Show Hide Indicator List button to display a list of the data themes available within the report. Click on a theme you are interested in to display any sub-themes and indicators that sit within it, and then select your indicator of choice. Where there is data available for multiple dates, you can select the specific date you are interested in. We will select the most up-to-date data available. Even if there is only one time period available, you must click on the date to display your selected indicator data. You can confirm that you are viewing the correct data by referring to the title in the top left-hand corner of the report, which should state the indicator name and the date. At this point, you may wish to click on the Show Hide Indicator List button once more to hide the indicator list and to enable you to see the data table beneath it. The data table lists the names of the geographic areas displayed in the report. In this example, the names of the wards in Worcestershire, as well as each area's indicator value. Click on the name or indicator value headings to sort the data alphabetically or according to the indicator value. Hovering your mouse over an area you're interested in the data table will cause that area to be temporarily highlighted in yellow on the map and in the bar chart. The bar chart is useful as it allows you to see where an area's indicator value sits compared to other areas in the county. Clicking on an area you're interested in the data table will cause that area to be permanently highlighted in orange on the map and in the bar chart. It is possible to select and zoom to a specific area in the map by clicking on the small magnifying glass symbol next to that area's name in the data table. Click on the small magnifying glass symbol on the map's zoom bar to zoom out to the original map view. You can select multiple geographic areas in your data table and therefore in your map and bar chart by holding the Control button on your keyboard as you select your areas. All of your selected areas will turn orange. You can clear your selection by right-clicking anywhere in the report and clicking on Clear Selection. The process of highlighting and selecting areas of interest within the map or in the bar chart is the same. For example, hovering over an area of interest in the map will cause that area to be highlighted in yellow in the data table and bar chart. And selecting the area will cause these features to turn orange. When you hover over or select areas within the map or bar chart, the area name and indicator value for that area will be displayed in a small text box. For example, having selected Tenbury on the map, we are able to see that the indicator value for this ward is 27.6%. Similarly, if we hover over the bar that represents the ward with the highest indicator value in the county, we can see the ward's name. In this case, Ripple, and the indicator value for this area, which is 31.9%. Multiple areas can be selected in the map and bar chart by holding the control button as you click on the areas you wish to select. Clear your selection by right-clicking anywhere in the report and clicking on Clear Selection. The map is the largest element in the report, and you are able to alter the way it looks. You can zoom in and out of the map by using the sliding bar in the top left-hand corner of the map. Or by using the plus or minus buttons on this bar. It is possible to move the map around by left-clicking on your mouse and dragging the map to reposition it. Click on the small magnifying glass symbol on the map zoom bar to return to the original map view. For further mapping options, double-click on the Show Hide Map Legend button above the map. The map legend indicates the range of values that the colours in the map correspond to. Hovering over or selecting a value range within the legend will cause the areas whose indicator values fall within this chosen range to be highlighted or selected in the map, data table and bar chart. It is also within the map legend that you are able to turn on and off any available contextual layers, for example the district boundaries. You are also able to turn on and off the background mapping. Click on the pencil symbol in the top left-hand corner of the legend to open the Legend Settings box. Within the Legend Settings box, you are able to further alter the appearance of your map by changing the colour palette and transparency settings, amongst other things. Once you are happy with your changes, click on the cross button to close the settings box. To close the legend, click on the Show Hide Map Legend button. If you are looking at an indicator for which there is data available for multiple time periods, you can see how an area's indicator value has changed over time in the time series chart in the bottom left-hand corner of the report. Please note that time series data is not available for all indicators. Hover over the area you're interested in the data table, bar chart or map to temporarily display its time series data in yellow. Click and select the area to permanently display its time series data in orange. When you hover over the different time points on the graph, the area's indicator value for that time period will be displayed in a small text box. For example, if we hover over the 2008 point on the time chart, we can see that the indicator value for Ripple in 2008 was 29%. If you wish to compare multiple areas' time series data, either hover over a second area to temporarily display its time series values in yellow, or press the control button on the keyboard and click on the second area to select it and display its time series data in orange. Time series data displayed in orange will remain displayed in the chart until you choose to clear your selections. Just below the time series chart, you will find the time animation element. If you click on the play arrow, it will start a slideshow showing how the data values for all the geographies have changed over time. Not only will the map change, but the values displayed in the data table and bar chart will also change. Once the time series animation has displayed the most up-to-date data, you have the ability to move forwards and backwards through the time series by using the backwards and forwards arrows in the animation bar. Or by dragging the pointer to the date you are interested in. Once you are familiar with the various elements of your report and your selected indicator data, you may decide that you only want to display data for a subset of the geographies available. In these cases, you can use the filter option. Click on the filter button to open the Filter Explorer. The Filter Explorer will display a list of the predefined filters available within your report. In this instance, we have the option of filtering our wards according to district. Click on the filter name to expand it and view the available filter values. Clicking a filter value will filter the report so that only geographic features with the selected filter value are displayed in the elements in your report. For example, if we click on Bromsgrove, the report will be filtered to only display data for wards in this district. Click on the filter button once more and select Remove Filter to return to the original report view. It is also possible to create a custom filter view by manually selecting the areas you're interested in on the map, data table or bar chart. If you are selecting more than one area, remember to hold the Control button on your keyboard whilst making your selections. Right-click anywhere in the report and click on Filter Selection. The elements in your report will now only display data for the individual wards you have selected. To show all of the geographies again, right-click anywhere in the report and select Clear Filter. There are several other ways in which you can change the layout of your report. Hovering your mouse in the top right-hand corner of any of the report elements will cause three small buttons to appear. Click and hold the button with the three horizontal lines on it to enable you to drag and reposition your elements around the report. Click on the arrow button to maximize your chosen element to full screen. Hover the mouse in the top right-hand corner to display a Restore Down button and click on this to return to your normal data view. Click on the cross button to remove an element from your report. It is also possible to add text or shapes to your report. This may be useful if you're planning on including elements from the report in other documents and wish to personalize them. Right-click and select Add Text to access the text editor. Use the text editor to specify the text you wish to include and edit text characteristics such as the font size and color. You can then click on the text box to enable you to reposition it. If you wish to remove the text you have added, click on the Remove All button. To close the text editor, click on the cross button. Right-click and select Add Shape to access the shape editor. Use the shape editor to specify the shape you wish to include and edit its characteristics such as the color, transparency and border thickness. Click on the Add button to insert the shape into your report. You can then click on the shape to resize it and move it to the correct position. Click on the Remove All button to remove any added shapes. To close the shape editor, click on the Cross button. If you wish to undo any of the changes you have made to your report layout, including moving or closing elements, or removing any added text or shapes, right-click anywhere in the report and select Reset Layout. Once you are happy with your layout, it is possible to print and export your report. You have the option of printing and exporting the entire screen, or just printing and exporting specific elements. For example, you may just want to export the data table to use it in a document. To print or export, right-click anywhere in the report and select Print Preview to access the Print Preview menu, or click on Export to access the Export menu. A reference guide for printing and exporting reports is available on the JSNA web pages. If you encounter any difficulties when using the reports, click on the Help button. This will direct you to the Instant Atlas Help page, which contains useful information on how to use the reports. If further help or advice is required, please consult the JSNA web pages. The JSNA web pages contain more information about the JSNA and JSNA mapping tools and have links to useful reference guides and online tutorials. Should you require further assistance, please contact research@worcestershire.gov.uk.